There were no points to be scored, yet the racing looked like the real deal. Apart from being a compulsory qualifier in the build-up to the 2017-2018 Volvo Ocean Race, this year's Fastnet race was the second of 4 practice races making up leg 0. Winning counted for nothing in the overall stakes, but try telling that to the crews.
I think what I have seen during this Fastnet is going to be very complicated to win this Volvo, because there is a very strong team and a very good navigator.
In this one design fleet, a mistake costs you greatly, and we just had that highlighted to us. But the whole race, it was really close.
After 600 miles, just 39 minutes separated the entire 7-boat fleet. The relentless nature of the competition was an eye-opener to both newcomers and seasoned Volvo sailors alike.
Looking back, I think every team still could have won between the Fast truck and the series.
One of the things for us to get our head around is how close all the Volvo racing is. I mean, you don't lose sight of everybody. We said to Parko, mate, it's like a 700-mile match race. He said, mate, it's a 45,000-mile match race.
The short sprint from Plymouth to San Malo that followed delivered a similar result. Neck-and-neck racing, day and night. By the finish, Mapfre had taken another win. The same head-to-head combat was underway in the final leg to Portugal until the breeze switched off and the race had to be shortened. Leg 0 may only have been a rehearsal, but there was no time to waste in getting to grips with the competition. The real start was looming.
It's a long haul, it's 9-10 months, and almost longer than that because we've started racing already, and we treat it just as seriously, Leg 0, as we probably treat the race itself in some ways.
Leg 0 had been a reminder as to how tough the 45,000-mile, 11-leg race around the world is going to be. And some were already playing catch-up.
We have to knuckle down and use the time extremely effectively. You know, we're going to have to work very, very hard, put a lot of time in, make sure we don't ever skimp. We get out there, we test and we tune and we manoeuvre and we do everything we possibly can. It's easy to go sailing, but it's another thing to be really working at a level where you're definitely improving the boat.
To add to the pressure, the stakes have been raised. Since the last race, the entire fleet has been refitted, remeasured and retrimmed to ensure the boats are identical. Lessons from last time as to how to make the new VO65s go quickly have now been shared throughout the fleet. The racing is already closer and gaining an edge even harder. The biggest unknown are the teams themselves.
The competition, we know very well most of them, and we know they're gonna improve a lot, so we just need to keep thinking how to make the boat faster and how to sail better.
For sure, Mapfre was for me the favorite, is very strong also. He sailed very well, so I think we'll have a fantastic race.
I'm quite surprised about our performance in general compared to the teams that have been sailing for a long time. I think our manoeuvres actually gone really well, surprisingly well.
Everything that we did well, we can certainly do better. Everything that we didn't do well is at the top of the list for next time we get together.
I think we have to be very happy with the second place, in this last race. Now you see how unbelievable close racing it is. It's very enjoyable and very stressful. But I think, we are more than happy to be able to fight in the top in every race we've done so far.
But there's a new wave of sailors too. From Olympic crews to America's Cup winners, a raft of decorated sailing rock stars have flooded in. Their immediate focus is elsewhere as they get to grips with their new world.
It's all been a big learning curve for me, and I've enjoyed a lot. Enjoyed all of it actually. It's it's been great, so many different aspects of it.
I'm just trying to learn as much as everyone else, and I definitely didn't feel that comfortable yet, but just getting used to it.
It's been a huge, valuable training miles for us. Learned a lot as a team, got a lot of things to take forward.
But the clock was ticking. The next start would be for real. First, an import race in Alicante. Then leg 1 to Lisbon, followed by the long haul to Cape Town. By then, the real deal will be underway for the 7 teams as the points start to fill the scoreboard. Now sporting hydrofoils, the first World Championships for the new look Nacra 17 was a closely fought affair. After some close racing, the title went to British sailors Ben Saxton and Katie Dabson, who beat Spanish rivals Fernanda Echevarri and Tara Pacheco by just 3 points.
The Olympics are 3 years away, but it's just amazing to be world champion. It's great to win.
Also in the high-speed world, Dylan Fletcher and Stuart Biffle continued their winning ways to take overall victory in the 49er Worlds. Denmark's Jenna May Hansen and Katja Salskov Iversen took the 49er FX World title just in time for May Hansen to head off on the Volvo Ocean Race this month with Vestas 11th Hour Racing. Meanwhile, in the laser radial worlds, the battle for overall victory was between Marit Bouwmeister from the Netherlands and Belgian sailor Evie van Acker. After a tricky start to the series, it was Olympic gold medalist Bouwmeister who took the title, with van Acker in second. Lake Balaton in Hungary proved challenging for the Finn Gold Cup fleet with a wide range of conditions. Throughout the series there were several leaders, but it was Swedish sailor Max Salminen that won through to take gold by just 1 point over Jonathan Laubert from France.
Beating Jonathan at any event is as big achievement to win the world title. He has been second a couple of times and now again, so he's an amazing opponent and sparring partner, one of the best who push me each and every day.